right, guys, welcome back to the Side Dish Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Shin, joined as always by my co-host, Jay Lee.
Hey.
We're joined by Sumin Han.
Hello.
And our special guest today is our little 동생, Sean Yi.
Yay, Sean.
Welcome, Sean.
Thanks for having me.
We hit you up literally 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
and
I just got out of the shower.
I know. So let's start with that, man. Well, how's the day-to-day for you, man? The day-to-day existence. You've been looking for jobs.
So I'm currently looking for work, for those of you that don't know, and just interviewing, coding assessments, because I'm a software engineer. Very stressful, but thankfully Korea is a welfare state, so get that nice unemployment.
How much are you getting a month?
I think the cap is like 2 mil Korean won, because they cap like the daily amount you can get at like 66,000.
Yeah.
So typically it'd be 60% of your monthly income, but they capped it, so it's
Makes
much
sense.
less than that.
It's
Yeah, it makes
similar
sense.
to unemployment.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
America.
Jaehyun's on unemployment.
Well,
So, but you're interviewing.
interviewing, taking tests, submitting resumes. Just,
Give us an example of like a test question. Is it just math because you're a coder, or is it like logic questions?
Well, I wish it was math, because frankly, math is much easier. There's always a solution. You just have to kind of bang your head at it. But these are more like, I'll just give you an example of one of the questions from yesterday. It's like, let's say that you receive as input a grid that represents like coordinates for trees in a city, and you have to kind of write a program that calculates the total area that those trees would be, taking up inside of your fictional city. So I mean, it sounds I'm probably not explaining it that well, but it's just basically puzzles that you have to solve through programming.
Are you able to use like Google as a resource, or you have to do it all?
So
scratch?
some companies, I know that these days most companies, they let you Google stuff, and I mean, freaking ChatGPT.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's like, the best buddy ever.
Yeah.
But some companies like Samsung, they actually make all the applicants kind of, come into this actual physical location, and they cut off the internet, and you have to just solve it in there with the computers they give you.
Wow.
So very
Did you
brutal.
interview at Samsung?
Nah, I don't know. Like I don't think I've ever applied to like a takejob, like a conglomerate.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm just scared.
Yeah.
Or maybe everybody tells me I would not like it at a
I
conglomerate.
feel like you would hate that work culture so much.
Yeah, everybody that knows me tells me you would just absolutely hate it so much in there.
Yeah, you'd rage quit.
Yeah.
I really think that you'd rage quit.
I'd probably rage. I'd probably just rage. Maybe
yeah,
not
okay.
rage.
Maybe not rage quit. Yeah.
And then
Although,
Like slowly
but if
rot
you
away.
got
Slowly
drunk at a
rot.
Pashik with like the Samsung guys, there's like a 50-50 chance you rage quit in a drunken stupor and just like cuss out your superiors.
Yeah, it's either one of the two. I either rage quit or I become like best buddies with my pujangnim.
Actually, that's way
I
more
could see
likely.
that.
Yeah.
Because he's like kind of like a kyopo, but not.
No,
a
yeah,
kyopo.
Sean's got like a very endearing kind of.
thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're an endearing person. Yeah. So what's the day-to-day like though in terms of, your girlfriend moved back to Idaho a few weeks ago. So what's kind of been the day-to-day for you, man? Are you
Let's see.
lonely?
It is the house is much quieter now. Not much has changed. I'm just, studying, working on projects, interviewing.
Are you going out at all?
Yes. I am. It's not as much as I thought it'd be, right? Because I'm unemployed, and my girlfriend, she's not in Korea right now. So I would have imagined I'd be like going out all the time, but it's actually the opposite. I'm staying in more.
I feel like the first week after Nisa left, though,
Yeah.
you did go out a lot, maybe, or am I making that up?
I feel like you're just trying to cause problems right now.
I'm pretty sure I saw you. I'm pretty sure I saw you kissing a boy at Rabbit Hole that night.
Depends which day it was. Yeah. If it was a Thursday, maybe not. I don't know. Not much has changed, other than the fact that I pretty much have the entire day to myself now.
That's awesome.
It's like if I have to like keep myself in check to make sure I'm productive. Otherwise, like the whole day just goes by.
Yes.
And then it's like, oh, it's 7 p.m. already. Like, what did I do today? Nothing.
Yeah, that's my life. I would say I feel like it's really important to stay disciplined because otherwise you could just like literally be like, oh, I
There goes
accomplished.
another day of my life.
Yeah.
Doing nothing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
true. Well, It's great to have you on the podcast finally. I know that you're such a longtime listener and a huge fan. Like you're always fanning out at us. Like, oh my God, listen to the last episode. It's so great. Oh my God.
Oh my God, the side dish podcast.
Exactly. Every time I walk into the bar, you're like, let me get you a shot, Mr. Aaron Shin, sir. And I'm like, oh, Sean, don't worry about it. But now that you're here, is there any sort of things that are front of mind for you that you want to maybe vent about?
About. That's a good one.
We always talk, we always joke that Sean has the hottest takes. Although these days, I think Andy might have hotter takes than Sean.
I met Andy.
Yeah.
I kind of got that vibe.
He's got pretty hot takes.
Yeah, I'm like, you and I can be good friends.
Yeah. But what's front of mind for you these days? What's like the most recent thing that has grinded your gears?
Let's see. Well, it's not even like hot takes if I think about it. Well, I mean, you know this one. Like when people get on the back of the bus, like through the back door. That is always my number one like venting topic because it happens every single day. Like every day that I go out, I see it, and it just makes me angry, and it ruins my day again.
I'm curious
But
why.
what if
because they're
there
not
are like a
paying?
bunch of people in the front just crowding, and there's a ton of room in the back?
Nice. Okay, so Jay brought up a good point. So basically, there are exceptions.
Of course.
I'm not like a hard ass, but the only exceptions that I will let or allow people to get on the back of my bus is when the driver says like what he says. It's actually his bus kind of. So
it's the driver's bus.
It's the driver's bus. So
but you're his deputy. You're
I'm
there
his
to enforce
deputy.
the law.
I'm pretty much like his 보안관, like his sheriff. Right?
Yeah, you're the sheriff. Yeah.
Or if it's actually like way too crowded, then I'll the ideal situation though, like Jay said, what if there's a lot of people in the front and then the back is kind of, like empty? The ideal situation would be everybody in the front goes like to the back, like fills up the
Right.
back first. That's the ideal situation. And then people get on through the front like normal people, right?
For listeners who have no idea or are about to turn off the podcast,
Oh yeah, please
right
don't
now.
turn this off. Yeah.
In Korea, there is a system in which the back doors will open up and you're supposed to exit from the back and enter through the front. Sometimes rude people will just jump in through the back to take a seat, and that is what is pissing off Sean.
Selfish people. And the thing, I rarely even sit, but it's
Really?
just I actually don't sit. But the thing is, I just don't appreciate like the sort of disrespect that's thrown on our social structure, right? It's
Right.
like, like
You're such a konde in the making, dude.
dude, I am
absolutely.
a konde. I am
He's already a konde.
I am totally a konde. I'm totally one of those like what do they call kondes in America? Like a boomer?
Yeah, boomer.
A boomer.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Where does this anger come from, Sean?
That's a great question.
Was it being a lonely Asian boy in Oklahoma?
No, I wasn't that lonely in Oklahoma. There was another Korean kid there, so I had him.
He took the brunt of the insults.
Well, he was nerdier than you. Is that what you're implying?
He was better looking than I was.
Oh, he was better looking. Oh shit,
So-
that sucks.
I was the tiny, not so good looking Asian kid.
Oh no, we don't believe it.
We don't believe
that
it.
at
You're
all.
so good looking. Why would you say that about yourself? See, this is
guys.
now we're getting to the root of it all. The anger
good
comes
therapy.
from just
Hey, free
a lack
therapy.
of self-love.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a
Lack of self-love.
Yeah.
Or could it just be that I appreciate the social structure that we have?
No, I think it's a lack of self-love. Yeah, that and the tiny
Maybe.
penis.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, if I look back, yeah, maybe. But
well,
I've
you
always
bring up a
kinda
good
been
point.
like that.
Yeah,
'Cause,
like you like
even-
order. You like
even when I was in the army, like I loved. Okay, I actually liked being in the army because it was easy. It was fun. Like, like you just do what you're told. You wake up, you go to sleep, and it's like, what's there to, hey, they feed you, you get a measly salary. I mean,
yeah.
sure, you're
There's no girls. It's great. Just me and my bros.
hey, it's like rabbit hole with structure in there, right? Pretty much.
So you just you like structure. Are you
I
like Jay? What's your MBTI?
I'm very J.
Okay.
My MBTI is an ENFJ.
Okay.
Apparently we're rare. Like,
Yeah.
Do people always say that? But I know so many ENFJs.
dude, I know like 4 ENFJs
Yeah.
around me. So I'm like, is that just because maybe we're attracting each other?
I think
or?
so. Yeah.
maybe.
Because you probably can't. You obviously can't tolerate like anyone.
Like a
the,
P.
Yeah, the P type.
The
that's
P's.
like yeah.
Well, is anyone here a P? Are you a P?
I'm not a P.
I'm a P.
You're a P.
Yeah.
What's your MBTI?
I think I'm more of a P these
I think
days,
you are
though.
definitely more of a P.
I'm an INFP.
INFP. I am ENFJ as well. So
Oh, nice,
But I'm
nice,
surprised
yeah.
that I'm a J as sometimes.
You are a J.
Am I?
kind of, but not. I think there are different degrees of.
Like my wife is hardcore J. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like the
that-
hardest J.
That's her name too.
I know.
Hardcore J,
It's
yeah.
hardcore J.
Stage name.
I think I heard like P's just like have the difference is that they don't they just don't think of like planning at all. But I feel like you're also
Like Phil,
quite a
Phil
planner.
is a P. I think we could throw that out there. No shade, but Phil is 100% a P.
I mean, with everything, it's a spectrum.
I
Right?
think it's a
there's
spectrum,
A,
yeah.
there's a
For sure.
percentage.
That's true.
Yeah. Speaking of spectrum, did I get any darker? Is my skin shade like a shade darker? What do you guys think?
Oh, I think that maybe you look a little tan. I mean,
Thanks.
is that a nice segue into
And
how was
my-
your
my Thailand
Thailand.
trip?
Tell us about Thailand.
Dude, Thailand was dope, bro. I'm not gonna name who I went with because what happens in Thailand stays in Thailand. But I didn't get.
I'm already concerned.
I didn't get to touch or see any titties, which was kind of the low light of my trip.
I'd like to point out that Aaron's wife is sitting right behind us.
She said I could go to a titty bar. She actually gave me like the green flag on that. But what basically happened was that one of my friends was really down to go, and then I think the other guys on the trip were also down to go, but no one was making a plan to go to the strip club. And so at one point they were looking at me and be like, "Aaron, look up where to go and find us." And that's when I kind of got annoyed because I was like, I can't. I need you guys to do it. You need to drag me to the strip club against my will. Like, oh my God, please don't, But no one was doing that for me. So after I left, then I think they all had the time of their lives.
Did you leave earlier?
Yeah,
than
I
they
just
did?
left
Oh.
early. I just went home and like jacked off or something.
I honestly think that it's like a P or J issue. Like the other people that you were expecting to plan something were not the type of people.
They were
who
definitely not P's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
J's,
for
I mean.
Really?
definitely not J's. Except for one of them's very hardcore J.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
think I
then-
know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so then it was very interesting to see those dynamics play out where also everyone is just, drunk and like fucked up and it's fucking Thailand. So, but went to the pool like every day, got like so many fucking massages, had amazing food. So yeah, I want to go to Thailand more often. It's so cheap to get
what I
there.
heard.
Yeah. Have you ever been?
Never been to Thailand.
Oh, shit, dude.
The only Southeast Asian country I've been to is Malaysia.
Malaysia's dope.
Malaysia's nice.
I
Malaysia's
like
nice.
Kuala Lumpur. Yeah.
Is Taiwan Southeast Asia? It's kind of getting there.
I don't think we would Southeast Asia. I don't think Taiwan.
It's not that
Not
south, I
Maybe
guess.
East
Taiwan.
Asia?
I think it's
I think
East
it's just
Asia.
East
Yeah.
But it's like more tan than East Asia.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Yeah.
Give us a few thousand million more years, it'll get to Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good trip. And then actually, me, Jay, Jaehyun, and our friend Jiwon, we're going to the States in like 2 weeks for a wedding. So a lot of traveling going down. A lot of money being spent. Damn.
In this market.
In this market. Speaking of money, dude, all the stocks just like tanked. My
Tanking.
Meta went down 15%
Oh,
overnight.
I read that,
It's
yeah.
fucked up, dude. Did you guys see that meme of Mark Zuckerberg if he was like a fuckboy?
Yes.
With the beard.
Yeah, and like the chain.
And the
I was
chain,
like, bro,
yeah.
I wish that he looked like that. I
Yeah.
would respect him a lot more.
Oh, I thought that was a picture of him.
It's like a
Wait,
filter.
it was a filter.
It was a filter, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought that was
yeah.
like a current photo of him, and I was gonna be like,
He does look way more like.
He looks like he got hair plugs or something. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's been training MMA. And
yeah.
like
I really want him and Elon Musk to fight. That'd be so dope.
I'm
he
so
would-
not interested and don't care.
You know what? You're right. I don't know why I said
Yeah,
that.
please don't
because-
feed into this dumb frenzy.
Yeah. We haven't heard from Elon in a while though.
true,
He
yeah.
hasn't
because
been in
he's crying.
because like X is so fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a lot of different.
Yeah,
that
well,
does, he is
I
fucked.
hear some news about Elon quite frequently because he's always in that whole AI scene, and
Right.
I'm in AI, so it's always something about Elon Musk in that space.
Well, so if we were
Oh,
to
what
say
do you
like,
want a TLDR? Any news
About the news.
Yeah.
Well, I know that everyone's kind of releasing their own language models and stuff these days, and Elon's company X is also releasing their own. So it's kind of like a I don't know, like a fad, a hype thing. Or,
yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
It's hype. Yeah.
It's I don't know, but the whole machine learning scene has changed so much over the past few years. I can't keep up. I literally feel like a conde when I talk to people that are actually actively researching stuff these days. Like the stuff that I talk about, they just treat it as boomer shit.
What would you say is the key difference that you can perceive between the American sort of FANG tech companies and tech culture and what you've seen in Korea?
Well, I guess that really depends on the field within tech, but I think that there's There's definitely more emphasis on like performance in the States because I mean, at will employment, they can just fire you, I guess.
Yeah.
But in Korea, they can't. So there's definitely more
course.
emphasis on that.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
and, tech bro culture. That's kind of a thing in Korea too, though.
That's a good point. Like I was wondering, the tech bro thing in America, it's almost like it's blasé now. It's we passed that stereotype. Also, because all the tech bros got fired. Like many of my friends who work in tech, like recently got laid off. Yeah,
Feel their pain.
oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, in Korea, I wouldn't say it's like tech bro culture. It's more like there are these people that are like obsessed with like growth, I guess. Like in Korean, we call them like 성장무새, right? Because like it's a portmanteau of the word 성장, meaning growth, and 앵무새, meaning parrot. So you're basically parroting like, oh, like something growth. Like, oh, I want to study more, learn more. So I mean that's great. But then the problem is like a lot of them have this tendency to like look down on others that don't share that, that same.
Oh God, it's like that LinkedIn
That is
shit.
the tech bro culture.
Yeah.
Though.
Is that tech bro
That's like
culture?
fundamental. Yeah, I feel like
okay.
they create their own jargon and then they like
Everything
you
is
have
a
to like
story
pioneer.
about-
What's your net worth?
Yeah, your network is your net worth. Yeah.
I remember when I went to like this machine learning conference, and it's like I'm just there to have fun, meet people. It's an open bar in the freaking.
There we go.
It's like in the Dominican Republic. It's like in this nice fancy resort.
Oh, whoa! You went to the DR for
The
a tech conference?
For a tech con. What's funny about that? The organizers, they actually chose the DR because they were saying like, oh, we're always having conferences in like the U.S. or Europe, and we should try to be more inclusive. So the place they chose is the most expensive resort in the DR, and I'm like, I don't know about this. I mean, I'm having a nice time, but.
Was was it company sponsored like your trip?
Well, that's
or?
when I was in grad school, so
I
it
see.
was sponsored by my PI.
Okay.
But I mean, going back to the tech bro thing, it was not as fun as I thought it'd be because
Right.
I'm just.
It was
it's
a circle jerk.
It was a circle jerk, and every time I'm like, hey guys, let's go have a drink, let's have some fun. They're like, oh, like what are you talking about? And it's just like, ugh, man.
Maybe you're just not cut out for that like kind of culture. You're better to
Maybe,
work remotely. Just do your coding.
just do my own thing.
Yeah, do your own thing. I mean, those roles are
That
hard to
actually
come by.
makes me like you more, Sean. To not
thank
have
you.
to be a part of that,
Of the little
of the BS,
the click.
the
clickiness.
clickiness of.
Well, who are
all-
those guys? They do like a tech roast in the States.
Oh, yeah,
You've seen those
yeah,
clips?
of course, yeah.
They just like fucking obliterate these people. They'll be like,
Yeah.
"What's your name? What do you do? Where do you work?" And they have a humongous projector. They go straight to their Facebooks and their
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and they just make they like. It's really mean, actually. This one guy, they're like, "What was your exit from your last company?" And he's like, 1.5 million. And then they just went in on. They're like, "Okay, you're rich, so we're just gonna make so much fun of you." And he was like kind of short, so they just kept making like Substack jokes and like just,
Substack jokes.
Yeah, just like making fun of his height. I thought it was actually kind of
That's mean.
mean-spirited.
That's
It was
called
pretty
that's
mean-spirited,
bullying. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, goes back to this whole. If someone's rich, then they're fair game. If someone's famous, then they're fair game. I don't personally subscribe to that belief. I think everyone can be made fun of.
Yes.
Yeah, regardless.
Make fun of everybody.
Yeah, make fun of everybody.
I believe in bullying everyone.
Yeah.
Is what Aaron just said.
Well, like, I do feel bad sometimes for like when the fucking Titanic submarine imploded.
Oh yeah.
I talked about this with Jules on the podcast, but it was kind of fucked up that everyone just
Everyone's
immediately
like,
went to Twitter.
It's okay because they're rich.
They're billionaires. Like
Yeah.
they deserved it. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't agree with that either.
I don't know if it's really like that they deserved it, but I think it was more like, well, I mean, you saw what.
Right. It's hard
what
to
he
feel
did.
pity. It's hard to
Yeah.
feel pity for them knowing. Yeah, I
But
guess.
not like aside from him being a billionaire, like just how he built the submarine and like knowing the risks and all of that. Like he just thought he was invincible.
Yeah.
I think he really thought he was probably immortal. So I think that's really like the key point and being like, well, he deserved
But you
it.
just like hate men as well, Sue, which is a great seg into our next topic, which is like this K-pop drama going on.
Oh yes, I watched the whole thing this morning.
Okay.
Oh,
my
great.
God.
We
So
should
like,
talk
what's your
about
2
it.
cents, man?
My 2 cents is
So like, summarize for the listeners what's going on right now in K-pop.
All right. Well, if I missed anything, then you know what's going on too, right? So just feel free to correct me. But basically, like Hybe, the
Yeah.
BTS
Hybe,
agency.
yeah.
Is it Hybe?
Label
Hybe.
Hybe.
Oh, it's Hybe?
Hybe.
It's
Yeah,
like pronounced.
but-
It's like Hybe pronounced Korean style.
Oh.
Yeah, Hybe.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so
kind of
stupid.
funny, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really funny. Hybe.
Hybe. Hybe입니다. Anyway, but basically there was this lady named Min Hee-Jin, and she's apparently very famous, very very competent too. She worked for SM before she joined Hybe. So
I believe she produced like SNSD, so it's Girls' Generation,
Really?
Sonushide, yeah.
Wow.
FX, like any of like the
Holy shit.
notable
So
like
she's
girl
OG.
groups. She's
Red
OG.
Velvet.
I
She's
love
a
SNSD.
great
She's like the
creative.
P Diddy of
She's-
Korean girl
A
bands.
bad comparison. I'd like you to
without the
retract
bad
that
stuff.
statement.
I think she started out as like a graphic designer. and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, no,
worked her
she's
way up
a
to like
graphic
art
designer.
Worked her
direction.
way up,
and all
yeah.
this stuff.
But she's a badass in terms
Very
of her
badass.
creative
No, I
capabilities.
loved her even more like after this whole press conference. So
Yeah.
I mean, basically, she's in charge of like New Jeans, like that was her thing. But then like I think the CEO, like Bang Si-hyuk, him and the company, they tried to kind of like screw her over by telling her like what was it, like don't advertise your new group or whatever, or like say this and that, because they had their own idea for like their own like idol group. And then I think she got pissed off at that, and then she decided to like make her own like label, like a label within that company.
Within Hybe?
I think the name is like Adore.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Adore.
It's a pretty bad name.
It's a weird name, but
What? I love it.
Adore.
It's worse than Hybe. Anyway,
It's-
continue.
And then she kind of pretty much made New Jeans like successful through that label. And then Bang Si-hyuk was kind of pissed about that. And then like basically the company they tried to like take her KakaoTalk messages and then kind of like crop it out to make it seem as if she was trying to like take over the company. And then I think that's when she was like, okay, well, if you wanna play that game, like let's do it. So press conference, and she released like the entire like KakaoTalk like messages
Yeah,
she
wow.
had with like other people.
She had the receipts.
It was just so funny. I loved every moment of it, because it's like I feel like if I was ever that pissed, I'd do the same thing, because it was like you can see her lawyers and they're just like like what are you doing? They're kind
So
of
she's
having a
going
tough time.
off.
She's swearing like in front of
sick.
like all the
This is like
reporters.
live TV,
Yeah.
right?
Like
so
live.
like
That's so
like nationwide,
legendary.
televised.
Yeah, no, and then there was like some accusation that she was listening to like a shaman or something, that she was taking like a
It was a
doctor's
witch hunt.
advice, like
It was a
yeah,
witch hunt,
basically.
and that's when like I think so. Basically, they call it unpur, right? So
Unpur.
play,
Yeah.
which means it's like PR play, right? And like Hive is a very powerful,
Yeah.
rich corporation. So
Yeah.
what they did was they try to use like use PR against
Right.
her
Sure.
and like make her like.
Make her seem
Make
like
her,
a
seem
villain.
like-
make her look
Yes.
like a bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Make her look
Classic.
like a villain. Classic
Classic.
move.
You don't have to try that hard to make girls
Yeah.
look like a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Okay.
it's honestly very shameful that like like a company as big and powerful as Hive was trying to like do a witch hunt.
Yeah, it
But this
feels
is
ve- it
really-
feels very like juvenile, actually.
Yeah,
Very-
so like key question here
Yes,
really
yes.
is like why is Bang Si-hyuk so fucking mad that Min Hee-Jin was so successful, right? Why is he trying to
Small dick energy for sure.
thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also
look at him.
yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's
Not
got
to
type,
yeah,
like,
right. Like not to body shame or anything. But he basically is
I can never get anything right. God damn it.
no, he's an asshole. But okay, sorry, asshole is probably not the right thing. I think he's just they're creatives. Actually, they're both creatives, right? Bang Si-hyuk was
is he-
actually
is he creative?
Bang Si-hyuk started as he was also like a producer, like CD, like her, right? So he's the one who like created sort of like the BTS.
BTS.
He's a boy group maker. He's failed multiple times with girl groups. He's not good
Yeah,
at it.
stick to
That's
the
why he
boys.
brought her on, right? Because he's like, I want to make a girl group. And in the Kakao Talks, like they revealed that he was like, can you like fuck up aespa, right? Which is an SM. He poached her from SM. He lured her in with like the promises of like, having a lot of creative control and all of this. And I think that she is like enough of a, and I love this, like I say Xiangyan in like the like
Wow.
most endearing way possible. She's a fucking crazy Xiangyan, right? Like she's
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fucking take no from you old fucking man. Like I'm just gonna do like if you promised me this, like I want to do my work. I want to prove myself and show my worth my way. And like, you know, she's notoriously hard to work for because she's like a very like micromanager type person where she is a control freak, right? But that's because I believe that she's just like obsessed with her vision. She's an otaku. She's well known for that. She's like super obsessive. She has a very strong vision, and you can see that it's reflected in her work with Eugene. What she created was like an instant success, and she proved that even without any of that like, you know, bullshit like dirty ways labels actually like build up their groups, she's able to do it just by pure creative talent and with a good team. And I think Eugene's being the third like biggest revenue generator under Hybe is like a huge ego hit to Bang Seok.
Probably, yeah.
And
it's an ego problem.
It's an ego problem, and he's just trying to like, you know, in a way, he's trying to like emulate the formula like for all the teams that he's creating now.
Because like I thought the drama, by my understanding, the drama kind of was born from he built a group that looked like a copy and paste version of New Jeans.
Yeah, I think
and that's what like
Elite or something.
and that's what triggered this
Islet.
whole thing. Like
Islet, listen, I mean, there's, you know, that's a lot of like internal drama that's going on. But yeah, I think that she was like, this is cannibalizing, right? Like if you continue to like create the same, if you're copying even within the company, that's wild. It's not a it's not a good business practice.
Steal from other companies, not our own.
I mean, whatever,
company.
you know, like, I mean, nothing is quite original in K-pop, right? Even
Nothing is
Eugene's
original
like,
K-pop,
and nothing is original ever anymore, right? I think like right now it's like homage to like this and that, and how do you like package it all well together and brand it well? And she's done a really good job, and they're just like, they're straight up copying her formula. And for her, it's not even like really about the copying. I think she wants to just say like, listen, like this, I think what she like she said something. She like she's like, you guys are fucking me up. You're blocking my promotional like calendar, and you're asking me to do all these things because of your like Bang Seok's teams, right? Because he wants to be like, this is my work, or like whatever. He wants to like now take ownership of something that she's created, and she's pissed off. She's like, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this to like make this what it is. And then you're like literally, you know, blocking me at every angle just because of your ego. I'm going to complain about it. And because she complained about it, he's like, you know what? Because she can't control her, because obviously you can see in this like press conference, she's very like well-spoken. She's a strong woman, right? She's also crazy.
She doesn't care,
She doesn't give a shit. She's gonna like in her cut talks, you can see that she's just like talking back to them, being like point after point, just saying this makes no sense, right? And I think he thought that maybe he would be able to control her, but he can't, because she knows what she wants and she knows what's right, and she's gonna claim like ownership for it. And at the end of the day, I think it's, you know, he's going through an ego trip. They try to push him out. They use like PR to their advantage, saying that like, oh, she's trying to like take over like the company or some bullshit, which makes no sense, because she owns 18% of the company and Hybe owns 80%. So like, not like, you know, if you were smart, you would like look at that and be like, that makes no sense. Like, this is just them trying to
This is like your press conference right now. And we're just listening to you fucking go off, dude.
And you know, we're wearing the same hat too.
By the way,
Jesus.
this is in solidarity. I don't know if Jay is doing the
really?
same thing, but like honestly, I mean, also I wear this hat like usually all the time. But in general, when I saw her outfit last night, I was like, okay,
Iconic.
That's
like
me.
badass.
I do think that Sue sees a bit of herself aspirationally.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, I think that one of my biggest issues, like working in different like corporations and just like even dealing with like Korean companies, like I know exactly what she's talking about, and I've harped on it for like so long. To everybody and anybody that would listen to me. And even at work, I did the same thing, right? I would be like swearing in front of like, you know, like Naver CEO or whatever, just because I'm like so frustrated and I want them to see my point. But then they're like talking around in circles and we're getting nowhere. And that to me is like always so frustrating. In fact, that I got so burnt out. I'm like, I'm out, right? I'm like done. And for me to watch her like use, you know, she was like getting fucked in the media for like a couple days, and then she's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna hold like a 3-hour long
It
conference.
was 3 hours.
It was 2.5 hours.
So 2.5 hours.
Oh my god!
It was the best Korean movie that
It
came out
was
this year. Yeah.
incredible. Like she just like she's going.
and you
in.
watched the whole thing,
I didn't
Sean?
watch the entire thing, but most of it I did watch. But I know
Wow.
that like everybody was watching it.
Yeah, it was amazing, right? I
was
mean,
fun.
she was like honest. She was.
Yeah.
You could tell that this woman is just. She's been working day and night.
Yeah. She just
wants
She's a
to work.
crazy person.
Yeah.
She loves what she does. To be fair, like she's doing it for herself too, right? Like this is like her vision. This is what she wants to do. I'm not saying that like as a CEO she's like appropriate because no, like that's not what you do if you're a CEO. But she is trying to shake up the game and shake up the industry, and she's using her platform to do it in a way where nobody else could do it. And I have so much respect for her. And
Do we think
like,
that they're gonna make a movie about her after this press conference?
I mean, they like.
I think that was the
they
movie.
should. Yeah, that was the movie.
That
Like
was
they.
the movie.
that was the documentary.
That was a documentary, absolutely. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really curious to see how this pans out. But like, I'm glad that sort of like everyone sees her side of the story, and now the ratio of like Min Hee-Jin supporters has gone up.
right.
Yeah, I mean, no, everyone's saying like if you're a Korean who's worked for like any company, you would 100% know what she's talking about. Yeah. So
It's crazy to see the negative reaction to her when this stuff first came out,
Right.
like on like Reddit, and like everyone's just like bashing her, and it's like, why? Why do you hate this person
Koreans
so
are, like,
she's a
much?
woman. I'm
Because
telling
she's
you,
a
man.
woman.
It's 'cause
That's
she's
really
a
what it
woman.
is. It's a witch hunt, you know?
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
also,
why
well,
this.
also like Koreans are really pretty fast on like
Criticizing.
criticizing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then as soon as like someone's vindicated, then they're flawless.
Yeah,
It's like
but
this.
that's for sure true. But the people that were commenting are just like,
Yeah,
foreign K-pop stans who are just like, I love BTS, like,
right.
blah blah blah. It's insane.
Well, that was another
Well, has-
point she brought up. She was like,
Has
Bang Seok
BTS?
is trying to get army against her, right? That's why they were like leaking
Literally
these
an
like
army.
little
I
like
see.
little like
I mean,
snippets of her thing.
Army is big, man.
Army is
Army's
big, and and she
what are New Jean fans called?
bunnies, I believe.
Bunnies.
Yeah.
That's
Not
weaker
as
than
tough.
Army,
yeah, not as tough as Army.
I don't actually
Dude, but
know.
New Jeans is amazing. So like the proof,
Yeah,
is in the
they're number
pudding,
one.
dude.
Like
Yeah,
in
like,
my book, I feel like
Literally
she's-
said they were number 3 earlier, but okay, yeah, they're number 1.
No, in
I mean,
terms of
revenue.
Yeah, in
but-
terms of revenue.
But like popularity, just like right off the bat, they just freaking
really?
killed it. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
all their songs are
Okay.
bangers.
But all I'm saying is like BTS took a very long time to get to where they were, right?
yeah,
And for
definitely,
her, she was like, "Listen, I know I can do this. I know I can create like this like perfect group."
Right.
And she did it. She proved her capabilities in like the biggest like surefire way possible, right?
yeah.
And I think the men are pissed. If you look at
Dude,
the hype,
yeah, I'm pissed.
If you look
How
at-
did this woman accomplish all this? It's unfair. Okay, I'm just joking, dude.
but that's like literally what they're probably thinking because they're you look at their entire roster for their executives, right? At Hybe, I dare you to like pull it up. It's just like 16 men who look the fucking same, and I'm like,
racist.
y'all are sitting. It is racist.
I'm joking. Yeah.
Y'all sit there like talking about girl. First of all, that's like fuck to me too, right? Like I've considered going into Hybe, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to like be a part of that culture because it's like disgusting. I know that it would disgust me to a point where I would like, just like she said, like I would fucking kill somebody, like I would feel so much rage. And that they're all just circle jerking each other, that I would probably like explode and take a few of them with me, like that's
That sound. We might need to bleep that out because that definitely sounds like a threat. Maybe I don't really know.
this is a hyhypothetical, She
She means blow up emotionally,
Yeah,
not
sure,
physically.
sure.
Talk figuratively, everybody, figuratively.
But I mean, yeah, I think that it was, like you said, it was very sorry to hijack this conversation, but I feel like it was so just like I was so lit last night watching this. I was just like so excited to like hear it like and see it everywhere on the news. Like everything that I've just been like just
Holding in. Yeah.
not holding in.
The voice of a
actively talking
generation.
about-
The voice of a generation.
Yeah.
She did it. She spoke on
She
your behalf.
spoke for us
Yeah.
on behalf of us, and I think that it's like really clear that Hybe is super misogynist. I think that's that much is very obvious.
I mean, Korea in general is pretty misogynistic. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I've hated a lot of people in my life, but
Yeah. Well, so who's enemy number one in your
enemy
life?
number one
Yeah, in
right
your
now?
life? Yeah.
Let's see. There is someone that I do not like. I think I mentioned like my 3 or 4 year grudge. And this person happens to be a
Juicy.
woman.
Oh,
It
okay.
happens to be a woman.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a grudge because she's a woman, but it just.
But she didn't
turned out
sleep
to
with
be.
me, and I've held it against her ever
Now I'm
since.
mad. Yeah, I was even nice to her. I mean, no, this was
Tell
someone,
us, tell
it's
us.
just someone I went to grad school with, and then we were both TAing for our advisors under
These
undergrad
are a lot
class.
of lot of details that
yeah, no, it's
could
all right.
reveal who this person is.
Everybody knows this. Literally, everybody knows this. But basically, we had differing views on work, and I was more of the type of person who kind of wanted to work hard, do a good job. And she was more of the kind of person that just didn't think that way. Just kind of,
I love that.
Let's just kind of, do the bare minimum. Let's just do that. And then when I would get on her case, she had the audacity to tell me that I'm being an ass. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm sorry that I want to do my job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Grad school,
I'm so sorry.
grad school egos is weird. You know what I
Wow,
mean? Because
yeah.
I had the same thing when I was in grad school. Obviously, I don't hate this person, but I brought someone onto a literary journal project I was working on, and as a poetry editor, I brought her on.
Nice.
And then I just held her accountable for certain deadlines and standards. And when she didn't meet them, I sat down with her and in my opinion, professionally was like, you kind of dropped the ball here. You need to do better.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, then I quit, which just pissed me off because then I was like, no, that's not how a literary journal should be working. Little did I know is that's exactly how many literary journals work because everyone's got a huge ego. That everyone thinks they're the best writer on the
just
journal.
freaking
It's like
egos.
creative
It's
world,
like, dude,
right?
the creatives are so
So what's
vindictive.
up with these artsy
Yeah.
people, man?
They are so
These
sensitive.
Artsy people.
And our designer also threatened to quit when I gave him notes on the logo he designed. I was like, hey, I think that we can do the logo this way. And he goes, well, if you don't like my design, then hire someone else. And I was like, no,
man.
you guys suck at collaborating. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, these artsy fartsy people, man.
But I get it, right? I mean, if that's their
Well, that's the thing with,
line
with
of
grad
work,
school,
that's their
especially.
scope,
You're
yeah.
a lot of time in grad school, you're doing it either for free or for credit or for very minimal
Yeah.
pay. So
Yeah.
not a lot of students really give a shit. I do get that. I was so motivated in graduate school to do really good jobs on everything.
Yeah, well, but we were getting paid though.
Oh, you were getting it was like a work study.
Well, that was no, because we were TAing for the professor. That's kind of how we were getting our scholarship too. So for me, it's like if you're getting paid to do something, then
Yeah.
there's some sort of expectation that you would be like a normal person.
Yes. Wait, so was she just annoyed that she felt like you were brown nosing or something? Like what was her
brown nosing her?
No, to the
No,
professor.
to the professor or what was her deal? You know what I mean?
Get your fucking nose out my ass.
Yeah, no.
Sean.
Well, the thing is, so this isn't the same thing as the freaking the bus story, right? This is actually I had to cover for her. This isn't just me being like a boomer and being like, oh no, don't get on the back of the bus. This actually I had to cover for her so much. I had to deal with pretty much most of the work in that class, and then I told her this is kind of unfair. We decided to divide the work up, and you're not doing your share. And then she would just be so I don't know, so angry. I don't know, just
defensive, maybe.
Yeah, defensive. And then she tried to turn it around on me and try to attack me for something else I did. And I'm like, no. I know what you're trying to do. I use that tactic too, but we're not doing that right now, though.
Yeah.
So
you held a 2-hour press conference and
yeah, I wanted to. I should have put on my blue LA hat and
Yeah.
the Dodgers hat and just be.
So is this a colleague of yours working in the industry? Do you guys cross paths at events and stuff?
Not really. So she took on more of a research, an R&D path, and I took on more of an engineering path. So
May your paths never cross.
I
again.
mean, maybe the company you get hired at, dude. What if she was your boss? Wouldn't that suck? I guess she's R&D and you're
2-hour
engineering.
press
though, so-
conference time. No, I mean, well, our paths would cross. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I went to one of my friend's weddings, and I mean, I met him at the lab too. So I thought she was gonna be there, and the thing is. Sure, it's a grudge, but I'm not gonna be like a baby and ruin my friend's wedding.
Oh
because
yeah,
of that.
no, that
So
would be the worst.
it's that's such a juvenile thing to do. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, she didn't come. I don't know if it's because she heard that I was gonna be there, Or
Wow,
actually-
that would be pretty wild
That's
if
pretty
somebody
wild.
didn't show up to a wedding just because they knew
because
someone.
someone else was there. Exactly. Yeah.
That's like real enemy shit.
That's real. And the thing is, if that was actually the case, that would be a nice ego boost for me because it'd be like, oh, I guess I'm the bigger person then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I appreciate that. You know.
I can't even fathom that. Like an old classmate not coming to the wedding yet
the
because
wedding,
they're
yeah.
like holding a grudge.
That
just
would
like-
make her a loser for sure.
Kind
I'm
of,
sure
yeah.
that's not. I would hope, but
I
who
would
knows?
hope to.
Given
Honestly, I don't want my enemy to be that kind of person.
Maybe she had a
Yeah.
crush on you.
I'm gonna puke.
Okay. Moving on. Speaking of puke, Jay was sick all of last week. How was
Yeah.
that? What happened, man? You just like
I don't
woke up
know.
with mom's tired?
norovirus.
I don't think it was
Norovirus.
norovirus because it wasn't like a stomach bug. Although I have been having diarrhea like every day for the past
Oh, high
week.
five. Me too. Me too.
I started taking hanyak just for like gut health and like sleep and just like random stuff. And yeah, the everyday runs. It's pretty
Day
cool.
runs.
And then yeah, I just woke up one day with 몸살, like just with body aches and just felt like shit. And then yeah, I was sick
What
for
were
like
you
a
doing
week.
leading up into that? Were you were going to you went to Jeju, didn't you?
I went to Busan. I did go to a 찜질방. So could have
Gotten
picked
something
something
there.
up there. I did.
Yeah.
I went to like a birthday party with a bunch of people. Maybe accidentally drank out of a cup that wasn't mine. I don't know.
You got roofied.
it's a-
You got, I was
It's
gonna
Yeah,
say
roofied.
It's a
man.
mystery. But,
classic mistake.
yeah, but I'm better now.
But yeah, so momsar was your thing. I guess last big thing. Any updates in life for anyone else that are going on? We had.
I don't know how interested you guys are in this, but I want to ask, what are your expectations for the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
very interested. Are you kidding? I'm from Oklahoma.
Who,
Yeah.
who are they playing right now?
They're playing the Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
Yeah, freaking New Orleans, New Orleans.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you get it, right?
New Orleans
Without
Pelicans.
without Zion.
Without Zion, I don't.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it would.
the name Zion is canceled. By
I
the
just
way,
got triggered. I'm sorry. Let's
yeah.
cut
Okay.
that shit out.
Yeah.
Zion Williams.
Zion
Or was it
Williamson.
Williamson?
Wyatt Williamson,
whatever?
yeah.
I don't think it would have made a big difference.
What's the series at right now?
It's
They're
I think
up
2-0.
and
Yeah,
by the time
2-0,
this comes out, they might have swept them.
probably.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was this basketball?
Yeah,
It's
basketball playoffs.
So
Yeah.
It's the
playoff?
first round.
Fine.
Wait, the Clippers are in the playoffs.
Yeah,
too.
the
Clippers
Clippers,
are in the
and so
playoffs.
the Clippers, the winner of the Mavs Clippers will play the Thunder.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
Let's go.
Well, I mean,
I'll root
honestly,
for the
though,
Thunder.
like-
Okay, I'll root for the Thunder and
Thunder-
fuck the Clippers.
I love Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah, no. It's like it's so touching for me because they're the first seed and then they're doing well. And ever since the Thunder got their own team in 2008, I've been following them like religiously, and it's like I don't know, they didn't do too well like in the start, but now they're actually doing something. Their only problem is, we don't have like a proper big man right now. So
yeah. Well, who's your favorite player on
I
the
literally
Pelicans?
am just zoning out right now, to be honest. I'm like,
It'd be fun to do a bit with
Blah,
Sue
blah,
where
blah,
you have to
blah.
pretend that you know everything about sports.
there was a time when I cared about the NBA.
you don't care anymore.
It was like 20 years ago.
That's when
I
she
feel
was.
20 years
That's back
ago.
when she dated people. I think that's what you're referring to.
No,
probably.
I think it was like when I lived in Boston.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston. I mean,
And-
the Celtics killed it for
Yeah.
like years.
yeah.
When I lived
Right,
in Boston,
right.
Red Sox and
Yeah,
Celtics
yeah.
were crushing it. And I also worked at Bain, and they gave me, I would get like tickets.
You worked at Bain. Wait, how did this go? Oh, wait,
Yes, you
You
know
worked
that
at
you always
Bain?
forget everything about.
Are
But anyway,
you? Do you have a background in consulting then?
no, I was back office, so I worked in like FP&A. But
oh, she worked in the mailroom. That's what that stands for. Okay.
yeah,
FP&A.
sure.
I'll Google that later.
It's financial
It's
planning.
a cafeteria.
It's financial planning and analysis. So it's like basically under the
CFO.
CFO, yeah.
Hey, should I ask you
And-
guys a consulting question?
Yes.
Okay. This is a conversation that came up
Oh
in
my
our Thailand
gosh.
trip.
Come on,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go, come on,
how
let's do
many
it.
how many nipples are
remarks.
there on the planet?
On the planet.
Yeah, how many nipples are there?
This is something that a freaking consulting firm would ask in like an interview.
Yeah, totally.
Um,
You have 10 seconds to answer.
how many nipples?
Yes.
Well, my rough guess would be like what 14 billion, but nipples. That's only for humans though.
Yeah, not even close, rookie.
Because you have to think about
You gotta think about cows and
mammals,
shit.
yeah,
dude.
About
anything.
chicken.
Any
Yeah.
mammal.
Possums,
Chickens don't have nipples.
Literally, literally
From what I
dogs have.
remember.
chicken breast.
I didn't ask how many tits were on the planet. Nice try.
Let's see.
Dogs
the
have
answer?
nipples.
I don't know, but basically the logic would have to include all mammals.
All mammals.
Right? How
That's
many
a
of those
good
are
question.
female? Yeah, it's a hard one. So Julian asked this question when we were in
Oh,
Thailand.
only female
No, I
nipples.
thought no. Phil
I'm
asked
just
the
I'm just saying
question.
like dogs dogs in general, right? Like females have more nipples than male dogs.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
so is the question nipples or like titties?
Nipples, specifically nipples. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
I find that distinction hilarious. Yeah.
It's fun to do stupid questions like these. Maybe at the end of every episode, we should have a dumb consulting question.
Sure.
If you were a miniature person trapped in a blender,
a blender.
yeah, how would you get out? This is an actual consulting question that someone told me, and I had no fucking idea how to answer it.
I don't believe that is an actual consulting like case study question.
I just-
But I saw it on YouTube. How,
I just
what do you
like
mean?
press myself against like the wall of the blender, no? And then when you spin, it'll take you out.
But then how do you turn on the blender? I guess.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, so I have to turn it on myself.
Like basically, you're in the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and the
I'm
set
in
piece
the
is that you're
blender.
trapped in a blender. Yeah,
I
mean-
would like run and like
Yeah.
hit the wall.
try to knock over.
Try
it.
to,
Yeah, try to
like-
knock it over and then.
well, how small am I?
I
That's the right question, I
assume
would
you're
say.
tiniest. I assume you're
Like-
tiny. Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Like you would fit in a Cheerio.
Like a sesame seed.
Yeah, the size of a sesame seed.
Oh no, bigger than a sesame seed.
I don't know.
Come on,
this is
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Sesame seed is tiny.
dude. I don't.
maybe
we
like
could
as
we
big
could
as
actually research this. Google right now. How big are the characters in Honey, I Shrunk the Kid?
Well, I think like I want to know if this is actually a question and
Now we're finally getting to the good stuff. This is what I want to talk about this entire time.
what was
a
the
quarter
question?
inch.
A quarter
quarter
inch.
inch.
So,
that
bigger
is
than
A
a
little
sesame
bigger than
seed.
a sesame
Okay,
seed,
okay.
yeah.
What was the question? How would you?
How big are how would you get out of a blender if you were a quarter inch tall?
Yeah, those consulting interviews are kind of weird.
They're designed to just. Well, they want to see how your brain works.
How my brain works.
It's just like asking.
Be like, that's impossible. I don't own a blender. Next question.
This is so stupid. Like this is on Quora. One possible answer could be to mention using the pencil as a lever to prevent the blades from spinning or to find a way to communicate with someone outside the blender to rescue. This is all stupid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is like not,
really
I would not
stupid.
think this is like a critical thinking question or like a logic question. Like this is, I really truly find it hard to believe that this would be asked as a case study question.
I mean, well, so what kind of stuff would they ask? I'm actually curious. Like,
They might ask something like,
They'll be like-
how many chocolate bars are sold in the United States every year?
Or
Something
like
that.
how many tennis balls can you fit into like an airplane, right? And then it's like kind of like thinking about like you breaking down all the components, like estimating is fine, right? You can get like estimate the size of the ball wrong, right? But it's just
Yeah.
more about like how do you break down like the question and
is there an
the
answer, or
components.
are they just literally trying to see?
just wanna
like,
see
they
how
don't
your
care.
brain works.
They don't really care about like there is no exact answer, right? But it's like I mean, if you're like oh, I think it's gonna be like 30 tennis
oh,
balls,
23.
you're out, right?
That'd be so funny. Ask me the question. You're the interviewer and I'm the interviewee.
How many tennis balls could you fit into an airplane?
Okay, well, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your time.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm not
Aaron.
finished. I'm not finished.
Thank you.
I'm not finished. Wait. 4, 5.
Anyway,
Really nice meeting you. Best of luck.
was the answer 5? As you close the door in my face. All right. Well, that feels like a good point to end the pod. Any parting words, Sean? Any parting words for the pod?
Thank you for having me. This was very fun. It
was very fun.
I was very nervous, but it's actually like
It's just like we're hanging out.
so fun. Yeah, it's so much fun. Oh my god.
We do actually ask. It's been so long since we had a guest. What's your favorite side dish?
Side dish.
Yeah.
Side dish as in like a Korean side
So
dish?
it could be a
or-
Korean banchan, or it could be like a
Banchan or-
Thanksgiving type side dish.
Oh. Well, in terms of like panchan, I would say either 깻잎
Hell
장아찌
yes.
or some sort of 젓갈, like
Yeah.
maybe 오징어 젓갈.
Hell
something
yeah.
Like that.
Those are some good
Great
ones.
choices.
Yeah.
Or just Kim, just plain Kim. that's
Keeping
good
it
too, yeah.
simple.
Classic.
Yeah, I guess those are my favorite.
All right. Those are great answers.
And mac and cheese.
And of course, mac and cheese.
Yes, agreed.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Side Dish Podcast. Please catch us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you get a podcast, you can find us. Subscribe. Like us on Instagram at _the side dish. And with that said, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Wow.